good evening, and whatever time zone you are. Welcome today at this Bybit Web3 live stream, FOMO Money versus Serious Builds. Who is the next Bitcoin Layer 2 Alpha? So today we have a very interesting lineup with speakers all from the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem. And we are going to dive in. Is it like the new FOMO money or are there serious builds? And we are going to discuss all topics around the Bitcoin Layer 2. So I'm heading over to the live chat. I see some people coming in. Very good. I'm happy to see you guys. And this is a very interesting one today, since today, if we have more people who view the live stream, you actually can get more money. So that's a very interesting thing. I'm happy to be here today with you guys, and we are going to dive into it. My name is Dirk, I'm your host, and we're going to dive into the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem. So today I am not alone. Of course, I'm with a very interesting guest. And the first guest I would love to introduce is Emily Bao, our Web3 evangelist. Emily, are you with us today?
Hello, Dirk. Hello, everyone. It's Emily. Hey, see you again. Yeah, I'm Emily. I'm working with Bybit Web3. I've been in crypto industry for 6 years. And in this run, I'm all in Bybit Web3, because we want to make Web3 fun and we want to make you rich. We're playing a good game.
Oh, that's cool. What is it? I cannot see it. What's on it?
Yeah, it is really a good game. Yeah.
Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. And like very quick, what do you think of the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem so far?
Okay, so personally, I'm very interested in Bitcoin Layer 2 because previously we have debated about, okay, Bitcoin is POW, it's not POS, how the Bitcoin holders got a chance to earn yields. So it's a long question, a long debated question here. But starting from last year, we've seen a lot of team took the initiative to launch the Bitcoin Layer 2 practice. And we see a lot of protocols designed to enable Bitcoin staking and to protect the blockchain. Yeah, so here we have a lineup of the different projects from the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem. They all use different approaches. So yeah, super happy, excited to be here and join this conversation. Yeah, with these builders.
Thank you for your introduction, and thank you for being here today. The next person I would love to introduce is Desmond Shah. Desmond is operational lead of BS². Desmond, are you with us?
Yes, Dirk. Hey guys. Hey, Emily. Very good vibe here. Lovely meeting you all.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And thank you for being here today. And also the same question to you. Like in very short, what do you think so far of the Bitcoin Layer 2 developments?
First of all, thank you very much for everyone's attending this event. And thank you very much, Dirk. You actually pronounce our project as BS², which is yeah. So I'm leading the marketing and operation from at B2 Network, about B² Network. Right now, I think the space is booming. Well, we see a lot of new assets being issued onto Bitcoin Network, ruins, inscriptions, and all those emerging assets causing jam and high gas fee to users. So I think Bitcoin Layer 2 solutions, including us with our pioneering offering of mainnet that we just launched this month, we are aiming to solve that dilemma there and just making Bitcoin a fun place to invest and make Bitcoin a faster network for users to play with. I hope that answers the question. Thanks, Dirk.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here. I would love to hear more from you about your perspective on the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem. The next person I would like to introduce is Hakan. Hakan is the co-founder and the CGO of BEVM. Hakan, are you with us today?
Yes, I am. Hi, Dirk. Hi, Desmond. Hi, Emily. Very pleasure to be here with you today. My name is Hakan. I'm one of the co-founders of BEVM. So thanks for the invitation. So what we're doing actually is simple. We're scaling Bitcoin. It's very pity to see that Bitcoin is the most liquid and most secure asset, but unfortunately we don't have any ecosystem. We don't have enough developers. We don't But together with the basically the view of ordinals, runes, and other different token standards, we had the hype back on Bitcoin. So when we just look at the very small ratio, so we're looking at Ethereum with the market cap of like 400 to 500 billion, and then look at the ecosystem, it's over 80 billion something. So when we see the ecosystem on Bitcoin, we don't have. So it's just over $1 trillion of assets, but we don't have any ecosystem here. So that's, I think, something that we are all focusing on, and hopefully together with the other developers and projects, we're making it.
Cool. Very interesting to hear more about you and the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem and what you all guys have to share with us today. So the next person I would like to introduce is Yu Chen. Yu Chen is COO of Bybit. Yu Chen, I hope I pronounce your name correct.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, thanks for having me. Oh, very good.
Yes.
Thank you.
Fantastic. How are you today?
Yeah, very good. So just a quick intro for Bybit. So actually,
I think Yu-Chen has some connection issue. Yu-Chen, can I give you the suggestion to please try to look into your internet connection? If that is fixed, we will come back to you. Okay? Perfect. Okay. In the meantime, we will continue with the next guest, and I hope we can hear more from Yu-Chen in the very near future. So the next guest I would like to introduce is Hannah from Tuna Chain. Hannah, are you with us? I think the internet connection. Hey,
Yeah,
Hannah. Hey, how are you?
How are you? Good. Nice to see you guys. I'm Hannah in the partnership at Tuna Chain. We are a BTC Layer 2, and we are a solution designed to redefine the boundaries of blockchain capabilities. And at the core of Tuna Chain, we aim to bridge the gap between Bitcoin's security and versatility of the Ethereum EVM, unlocking new usabilities for smart contract and applications on Bitcoin's ecosystems. We are also reaching out to multiple Layer 2 collaborators and to build partnerships, and it's a great opportunity to join this panel.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, so for your points, in my opinion, the protocol is very essential. And on one hand, the concept of runes, ordinals, and inscriptions are fascinating, popular new developments in the Bitcoin ecosystem, and they could contribute to a certain level of increased engagement and specific use case within this community. On the other hand, if there were no valid and reliable protocols, then the usability of those transactions of ordinals or runes could be inhibited and limited. And for example, in the case of DEX, we can only use a certain type of functions, and then the user's transactional experience would be much downgraded. And so most importantly, the protocols that shed light on Bitcoin scaling, such as RGB, BTVM, etc., and would drive the widespread adoption and integrate dApps widely by enabling faster transaction, driving down fees, and unlocking more sophisticated smart contract functionality than it is available on chain. So in this case, better user experience, education, and integration with existing infrastructures will reach a wider audience and a more active community. That's my 2 cents.
Thank you for the introduction. I would love to hear more about the Tuna Chain and everything that has us to offer in the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem. So today, guys, every guest, thank you very much for your introduction. And we are very looking forward today for this live stream. And we have a giveaway. And right now I would give like a very short explanation about, okay, how does this giveaway work? Basically, how more views we all gathering, so make sure you press the share button. There is a share button on the live stream here below. And if you press that share button, it will deploy a tweet. So if we all start to share the live stream, we get more views and we all can get more money. And I will explain how the money works, like how do you get the giveaway. There are two things that we could like to do. First, you need to sign up on Bybit and create a Bybit cloud wallet if you already haven't. Sign up to the live stream page, press the share button, and sure you post about the next Bitcoin Layer 2 Alpha. That's the hashtag. And remember to tag Bybit Official and Bybit Web3. And then you can participate in the live stream quiz here below. So we all need to make sure that we get more than 6,000 viewers, because then we are giving away 100 USDT worth of tokens for the people who succeed in the quiz. And if I'm not mistaken, we also have another guest with us, which is CC from Mirror Layer 2. Are you with us?
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
hey, how are you doing today?
Good, good, good. How are you guys? Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'm CC from Mirror Staking Protocol, and we are a decentralized staking protocol for BTC. And we welcome like all the even like no BTC users or BTC like holders to actually like staking with us. And actually we want to bring the BTC to other like omni-chain, like not only like BTC Layer 2 but also like Ethereum Layer 2 or Layer 1s. So that's our goal. And thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Love to have you here today, and I would love to hear more from you in the debate about, hey, what is Mirror Stake doing, so that we all can learn more about it. Thank you for being here today. Also, I have seen that Yu-Chen is back with us. Yu-Chen, how's the internet over there?
Hey, I think you lost me for a while.
Yeah. We lost you for a while, but I think you're back, and the internet connection is working very good. I can see, right?
Yeah, should be good now.
Perfect. So once again, I would love to repeat one more time. The more views we get, the more money we're giving away into the quiz. And there is one other thing that I would like to emphasize here. We have the airdrop market. And for the people that are not familiar with the airdrop market, it's a quest. It's basically like airdrop farming, but then we make it way more simple with Bybit Web3. So head over to the airdrop market page, and there are some quests there. And we are giving away up to $400,000 into TGE token of popular projects such as Tuna Chain and TARS. So you can win a lot of money. There are a lot of options, and I will keep reminding you about how to do it. First, please, one more time, make sure that you share this live stream, because the more views, the more money we're getting. So that's very important. And right now, I think it's time to dive into the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem. So I'm very curious, guys. First of all, I would like to ask Hannah from Tuna Chain, why do we all need to pay attention to the Bitcoin Layer 2? Like, what's your opinion about this?
Sure. So as briefly mentioned before, Bitcoin has a great opportunity potential there, and as a Layer 2, we aim to unlock the usability and asset management, and to benefit our community. Like Tuna Chain, we are a very community-driven infrastructure, and we distinguish ourselves from other solutions because Tuna Chain is a EVM-compatible modular execution layer on Bitcoin. We introduced 3 innovations, which include a native stablecoin, a modular DA layer, and hybrid ZKOP architect. And these advancements enable us to lower gas fee and create an unparalleled environment for dApps to execute on our BTC layer 2, and also inherited the security.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Emily, do you have any takes or insights on this? Why do you think that we need to pay attention to the Bitcoin layer 2?
Okay, of course, first of all, is about the protocol security. And second is always make sure and make it clear where the yield generated from. Yeah, so I think it's the 2 points that we need to look at when we look at the Bitcoin layer 2 or any other protocols that we want to invest in.
And I have a question for you. Why do you think that there is such much hype right now going to the Bitcoin layer 2? Like, why we haven't seen this before, and why do we have to pay attention right now?
Yeah, because the demand is huge. The demand is there, right? Especially after the Bitcoin spot ETF got approved. Like for the Bitcoin holders, like say the institutions and the big clients and the Bitcoin miners, like they want to get some like benefits from staking and holding the Bitcoins. Yeah, and now we have many protocols that we can choose from. Like say, for example, the Tuna Chain and BEVM, B2 Square, they all have different approaches, right? For example, BEVM, the first EVM compatible Bitcoin layer 2, and B2 network is the most practical Bitcoin layer 2 network, and Tuna Chain, the first modular layer 2 solution on Bitcoin, and also Bybit introduced the CDFI Bitcoin layer 2. Yeah, so now we have many choices and options. Yeah, so I think it's all because the demand is there, and so many like serious genuine builders provide the solutions to the market. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for sharing with us these intakes that you have. Hakan, the same question to you. Like, besides that you're building BEVM, what's your take on the Bitcoin layer 2 ecosystem, and why should we pay attention?
Yeah, at the very beginning, as I mentioned, we always considered Bitcoin as a store of value, right? Just buying and keeping it with the expectation of price to go high, and that's how we considered it in the past. But now, together with in particular the upgrade in 2021, which is Taproot, we basically had started to seeing many different layer 2s, many different developers to come up and to the stage and build on the top of Bitcoin, and approaching from they all have different approaches. I'm pretty sure the other guests will be introducing their own projects in the coming minutes. We're basically utilizing what we call Taproot consensus. That's actually where we built and consider ourselves in, and basically making it all this transaction process a decentralized and secure way. So because at the end of the day, if you want to appeal if you want to drive the users to the Web3 big whales, miners, they're sitting on the top of huge amount of Bitcoin, but unfortunately they're not able to engage in any DeFi activities using their own Bitcoin. So we're basically giving an opportunity, bringing some technological advances and opportunities to them. They can basically using their Bitcoin and earning more Bitcoin. When we talk to them, actually, that's actually what they mostly observe. Like they're actually approaching from two perspectives to our understanding. The first one is decentralization, how decentralized your approach is. The second one, how secure it is, because we're gonna deposit our big amount of Bitcoin and hopefully get engaged in staking or any DeFi activities that you present to them through different applications on the top of Bitcoin or the layer 2. But at the end of the day, still it's how secure and decentralized it is. So together with the introduction of runes, ordinals, and other protocols, different token standards, ETFs included, and also Bitcoin halving for sure, which just happened recently. We again had the hype back on Bitcoin and the whole ecosystem, which we didn't have in the past. So that's why I'm very happy to see this kind of events, particularly focusing on Bitcoin ecosystem happening. So I'm very happy to be part of that.
Thank you for sharing. I think if I can share my personal opinion too, and I think also it's the most trusted assets in the whole cryptocurrency space. We have seen, the approval of the spot ETF in US, and if you look at those fundamentals, you can see, okay, there is the most demand, the most trust is still in Bitcoin. So it was also until like a couple of months ago, it was very unique and new that we're actually building on the Bitcoin layer 2. So very curious to see what we're going to do. Maybe we get like a Bitcoin DeFi summer. Who knows in the future? CC, do you have any takes on this? What's your opinion on the Bitcoin ecosystem, and why did you choose to build on Bitcoin?
Sure, yeah. So first, I think there's huge demand, as Hakan mentioned before, like at the beginning, right? And second is that I would always say, because I came from like the secondary market, like originally, I work at exchange, I work in the institution like options like platform. So I know that how like miners, like who's the the most like BTC holders, that how they struggle with the yield, right? So that's why I think what BounceBit offer is like always like yield. It's important to anyone that the miners will sacrifice like like a little bit like safety just in order to like to gain more returns, right? So I think this is a big thing for them. This is a need. So the second part, I would say, it's the huge like industry narrative, which is LSD. So among this narrative, that I think it's like very makes sense like for the whole thing going on, right? And for us, we are specialized like in the like offering the decentralized solution. So because there's already like lots of like ZK or centralized solution like WBTC before, and there is some failure before. So what we believe is that the decentralized way is always the most organic way, and it can protect the whole network, and like making people having extra yields, but based on a very safety level. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for sharing this take. Guys, I'm just seeing that we are getting some views in, and I would love to remind you all that if we have more views, we actually unlock a bigger prize pool. So let me explain it for you to that. First of all, if we have 0 until 3,000 viewers, you get 10 USDT worth of tokens. And the following tokens are included in that. It's BVM, B2, Tuna, and USDT. If you participate in the quiz here down below. Right now you're seeing us on the screen, right? If you scroll a little bit down, there is a quiz over there. And if you participate in the quiz, you actually stand a chance to win some money. And how more views we have, how more money you can get. So if we have 0 until 3,000 views, you get 10 USDT worth of token. If we have 3,000 until 6,000 viewers, you get 50 USDT worth of tokens. But if we manage to get more than 6,000 views, we get 100 USDT worth of tokens. You stand a chance to win 100 USDT worth of tokens if you participate and succeed in the quiz. So what you all need to do at home, share here down below, there's the share button, and tweet about the Bitcoin live stream, because then we can get more views. So right now, the total prize pool will be 5,000 USDT by all our partners that we have here. Thank you very much, all. And of course, we have the airdrop market, which is still going on the Bybit Web3 page, where you can basically farm very easy airdrop tokens. Like normally when you're farming an airdrop token, you need to do like a lot of effort. You need to do the test transactions. You need to test some protocols. And right now we have made that very simple to just farm some tokens on Bybit Web3. So that's very interesting. And right now we're going to move on to the interesting part of this live stream. And the interesting part of this live stream is the live debate. And we are going to ask the founders to share their opinions, to share their project, to pitch their project, if you are like in an investment pitch. So that's very interesting. So there will be 3 rounds. Each team will send a representative for 1 round, and the speakers will have approximately up to 5 minutes to answer this question. So round 1, the FOMO money versus the serious technology popularity battle. I will explain it to you guys very easy and shortly. I think in crypto, we have seen that some projects without any use case still get a lot of hype, get a lot of attention, and the price goes to the moon. But in crypto, we also have projects. Of course, we have very good fundamentals, but basically don't get the hype, because sometimes a project is built on hype, and sometimes this project is built on fundamentals. So we're going to discuss here in the live stream about what their take is on the FOMO money, various the serious builds. So the first question is, I would love to hear your guys' opinion. Can runes or ordinals or inscription projects drive mainstream adoption of Bitcoin, or is protocol building necessary for the widespread adoption? I'll repeat the question one more time. Can runes, ordinal, or inscription projects drive mainstream adoption of Bitcoin, or is the protocol building necessary for widespread adoption? So, is there anyone who would love to volunteer to answer his opinion on this?
I can give it a go.
Perfect.
Right. I think Bitcoin has been left behind on the versatility side of things, right? With the inscription, ruins, and all the other assets that Dirk just mentioned, I think it's just very simple, speculative asset class, right? So we are looking forward to the next level, complex dApps and protocols, right? And while Bitcoin's been left behind on the versatility side of things, right? We're losing users, builders, and bigger community to Ethereum, right? And Ethereum and its affiliate chains, right? Polygon, BNB, Arbitrum, you name it, right? Where that, where there is Turing complete language and application made possible now by EVM, right? That B2 network and my amazing, friends, partner projects they're presenting here as well. So previously, as you mentioned, Dirk, that Bitcoin is a medium storing value, right? And the Bitcoin network is a network for payments, right? So it is the lack of innovation that caused such situation, right? Not because Bitcoin network is naturally meant for it. So now we see, all that tremendous amount of assets being issued on Bitcoin every day, inscriptions, ruins, right? They are following very simple asset protocols. So nothing so complicated. But this result in huge demands, right? So I think, with, us, humble entrepreneurs, offering, EVM compatible Layer-2s, packed to a Bitcoin network, I think, the next wave of projects or investable assets would be utility tokens issued by a dApp or a protocol. So I think, next wave is probably most likely BTC DeFi summer, which is coming up. Yeah, I think that's my opinion. Yeah.
Cool. I'm very curious how this summer is going to evolve, because I hear like different narratives. Yeah, it's going to be this summer. It's going to be this summer. It's going to be this summer. But let's see. Very curious. CC, do you have any takes on this? What's your opinion?
Oh, thanks. Yeah. So my hunch is that the Layer-1 like protocol war is kind of like past right now, because ordinals is kind of like ruining like all the agreement, right? So the ruins is definitely, it's like underperform right now. So I do think the BTC ecosystem has a kind of like same mindset that it's gonna go up like very soon again. And I think ruins does a very good job like to contribute to the communication between the NFTs and the inscriptions. So you can see perfect example of like blob, right? So people are kind of confused out. Does Epic is really related to the NFT, or it's just an inscription? So for saying that, it doesn't mean that BTC Layer-2 will not do anything good, because this protocol is definitely like necessary for widespread like adoption. So since the ruins will actually contribute to, like the real BTC L2 needs, so it will boom the needs of like the DeFi market. So if you guys wondering that how many people are actually building the ruins like exchange platform right now, from what I know, it's around like 50 to 60 projects, like small projects. So I do think this number is good enough to elaborate that it's gonna go in hand, like, no matter what the inscriptions part or with the BTC-L2 part.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. Yu-Chen from BounceBit, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I have a slightly different view. I think like more utility and use cases need to be built before we can see sort of widespread adoption for inscriptions. Because for now, they're mostly like speculative assets, right? Which is not necessarily a bad thing, because we know like price drives narratives, right? So as runes and ordinals gain more mind shares, it attracts more users, more developers to build on them, to find use cases for them, which is a good thing, right? So I think if we take like a historical reference, like the idea of like non-fungible tokens wasn't a thing until like profile pic NFT were popular, right? So I think, but then again, like price doesn't dictate adoption as well. Like just because like Bored Apes are trading like 15 ETH doesn't mean NFTs are irrelevant, right? So like Uniswap V3 use NFTs, for example. So I think it will come a time when inscription as a technology will gain widespread adoption, although it may not be reflected in prices. Yeah.
So if we need to simplify this, because I'm reading that some people are new in the Bybit Web3 space, why do you think that the adoption is going to evolve like this? Like, how can you explain it in maybe in such a more easy to understand language for our users who are watching? Because it was a very interesting take today, and I totally agree with you. Price drives the narrative, and first you need to see hype and marketing and maybe some FOMO coming in, and you usually see that after the FOMO is coming in, then actually the projects start to have money to actually build something. So what's your take on this? And can you like share it in like more easy to understand language?
Yeah, so I think maybe a good parallel sort of comparison of like inscriptions, ordinals, or probably NFTs. So I think the idea of NFT came in way earlier than Ethereum itself, right? I think maybe the idea of NFT was proposed in like 2015, 2016, but it would never really truly came into adoption until, or rather like CryptoPunks was started minting in like 2017, 2018 also, right? But like profile pic NFT never really popped off until late into DeFi summer, right? So again, like I think technology itself and the use cases itself, and also the adoption itself are like three different categories, in the sense that the technology itself could be adopted, doesn't mean that the NFT itself will be pop off, which means that like runes itself or like the different ordinals is more similar to meme coin at this point, because usually meme coin has a very short life cycle, but the technology itself, as we find more utility and use cases, it could be something interesting on Bitcoin. It could be as like a store. It's not like store of value. It could be like a digital collectible. Could be something else. Could be a new standard to launch tokens, for example. So as in, we are still discovering use cases, but it's important that there is hype or there's attention given to that technology at a very early stage. So it attracts users, attracts developers, attracts community to build on them, right? Because if no one looking at it or like no one cares, then the technology itself will be forgotten.
Correct. I totally agree with you. And I think to simplify this for our users, I think there are very like one question that I had always in my mind is that if you do a transaction on Ethereum, like in a busy time on Ethereum, you can pay up to $200 for a swap or for a transaction or for a contract deploy. And there are so many good layer 2s out there which have very low cost, some even free cost to do a transaction on a blockchain. So when I wasn't that deep into crypto, I was always thinking, why do we all use Ethereum if it's that expensive? But of course, it's all driven by hype, it's all driven by volume, it's all driven by users. And because there is like the biggest transaction, we all choose Ethereum 2 years ago or 3 years ago to launch the tokens on. And I think this is like the same thing that might need to happen. First, we need to get some hype. And I think we're already seeing it with the runes and with the other inscriptions. So that's a very interesting take. Emily, our Bybit Web3 evangelist, what's your take on this?
Okay, so every time when I say, okay, FOMO versus like serious builders, I always ask, okay, why not both, right? Because the technology, of course, there's all this FOMO or innovation created and built on something, the new technology and new narrative, to make it possible and to make it happen on something new, and then bring the FOMOs and the FOMO money. I mean, extend for the consensus from the community consensus of the market, right? So I mean, it helps to further push forward for the technology innovation. Yeah, like CC and Yu Chen also mentioned, it's not just the one thing against the other. Yeah, it's come together. And also we saw now the Bitcoin Layer 2 hub is here, but it's not just built from yesterday, right? Because first we saw the Ordinals have the BRC20, the Ordinal protocols brought like new users into Bitcoin, into crypto space last year. And this year we had the Ring protocol launch together on the same day as the Bitcoin halving. And we saw, okay, now we can issue kind of like a Bitcoin meme coins on Bitcoin. Yeah, and you can transfer the NFT thing, the picture to the fungible tokens. How can you imagine this? We did this on Bitcoin blockchain, right?
Yes.
So like, of course, now like we saw a lot of FOMOs and people happy about the rings, the pubs, yeah, and also I think CC mentioned the blob at Epic, yeah, what was the relationship between the blob and the ring tokens, yeah, create something new. And the community, the users will be curious about it and discuss about it, and then finally convert to build the things based on these new narratives. Yeah. So personally, I started do the Ordinals inscription last year, and also follow the Ring hubs, recently. But I didn't each too many Ring tokens. I just bought some free Rings NFT on Magic Eden, and just wait. Yeah, the airdrops. Yeah, for the Ring coins. Yeah, that is my. Yeah.
Nice. Good alpha. Good alpha. Thank you for sharing. Guys, I just noticed something very good. We have more than 6,000 views, which means if you participate in the quiz here below, you stand a chance to win 100 USDT worth of tokens. So that's very good. So we all get our target. So it's very good. I'm very proud of our all. So please make sure that you participate in the quiz here below. And we also, I cannot mention it one more time, we also have the airdrop market, which is a very easy way to farm airdrop tokens. Go to the Bybit Web3 page, go to airdrop market, and you can share up to 400,000 USDT of airdrop tokens with their TGE. So that's very interesting. Right now, we also have round 2 of our debate, which is the elevator pitch. So for all our guests, imagine that you are in an elevator, imagine that you are in the lift, and you're standing with an investor that has a budget of $10,000 US. So in 60 seconds, you need to explain to the investor why investing in your project is a good idea. So it's an elevator pitch, so I'm very curious who would like to go first. Let's give the mic to Hakan. Do you would like to go first for this elevator pitch? Hakan, are you with us? You're muted. Hakan? Wait a second. I might need to unmute you. You mute yourself. I'm trying to unmute you. I think down below here you can see mute, stop cam, and settings. If you click on unmute, not possible. I think Hakan has some mic issues. So Hakan, I give you a very short time to think about it. Yu Chen, let's go for the elevator pitch. You have an investor with 10,000 USDT. Why should they invest in Bybit? Let's go for it.
Well, I mean, so first of all, so from our perspective, so we're actually not a BTC layer 2. So we're a BTC CT5 restaking infrastructure middleware. So think of us as a combination of like Ethena and EigenLayer. So we're actually here to support all the other BTC layer 2s. So I mean, for us, Bybit is all about unlocking BTC liquidity and provide yield on BTC. So I think once that most people may or may not realize is that the current BTC ETF hold close to like 6% of all BTC supply, right? Which is huge. Like, how do you sort of vampire attack TradFi, right? So it's like we believe it can be done by providing yield on BTC. So instead of paying say 25 pips on your BTC ETF, you can hold BTC spot and restake them to earn 20% yield, right? So I think that will be the easiest way to onboard TradFi money into crypto.
15 seconds.
Yep, I'm done.
That's it. Oh, you nailed it. You nailed it in 45 seconds. I think that was a very good pitch. Applause, guys. Thank
Thanks,
you
man.
very much. CC, I would like to give you the mic. You're next. 10,000 USDT in an elevator with an investor. What are you doing? Let's go. 60 seconds.
Thank you. Yeah, so Mirror is a decentralized staking protocol, as I mentioned before. So we try to make the BTC holders have extra yields, but in a decentralized way, and bring the BTC liquidity to all the Omni chains. And our team member include like BTC OGs, Wells, and also CTO from Tsinghua University and MIT. So what's so special about us is called like a multi-signature group. So this thing is actually divided like different like nodes into different groups. So believe me or not, this is actually where the magic happens. And welcome to find me more to know about this technology after this 1 minute. And the second thing I would say is about a deep like ecosystem like partnership development. So which offer us a real like user case that we actually want to like mint one-to-one BTC to MBTC to other ecosystem, and to use their DeFi and their like infrastructure to like boom like the liquidity for each other. So on the other hand, we will also like maintain the asset of the Layer 1 and guard it safely with a decentralized node. Thank you.
Wow, congratulations. Exactly in 60 seconds. Very good. I think you practiced before, right? You never know who you come across in an elevator. Thank you, CC, for your elevator pitch. Hakan, did you manage to unmute? Yes, you did.
Can you hear me now this time?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly. You have 60 seconds.
I couldn't click the button, but I think I'm fine now. So can I go ahead just straight away?
Yes, you have 60 seconds. Up to you.
Okay, $10,000, right? I need to do a lot of things for that. Okay, so basically we have we're definitely what we're doing is at the end of the day scaling Bitcoin and make it accessible for the people, developers. We basically have three narratives. The first one is what we call BVM stack, basically facilitating for developers to even using whatever they use on Ethereum, and they can deploy on us very, very quickly. And the second thing is what we call the BFX protocol. Basically, here we are aiming for Bitcoin whales and miners that are sitting on the top of each amount of Bitcoin to breach and do different
30 seconds left.
So that's actually going to increase the value of our platform. The third thing is we're basically tokenizing the hash rate of basically doing RWA, real world asset tokenization. And here's the asset is the Bitcoin hash rate. Bitmain, which is the largest mining company, is our main backer and also investor. So we're going to be actually working closely with them to tokenize all hash rate that they have, which they produce. So I think it's a good opportunity to be part of our project BVM.
Perfect. You nailed it in exactly 60 seconds. Thank you for sharing this with us. Desmond, are you with us? And are you ready for your 60 seconds elevator pitch?
Yes, man. Let's go.
Let's go.
Right. Bitcoin network. So we aim to create the most practical Bitcoin layer 2 solution. So we use ZK rollup as the execution layer, and the most innovative part is our solution for the Bitcoin DA layer, right? So we generate ZK proof verification programs and submitting commitments onto Bitcoin, right? So we achieve final confirmation finality on Bitcoin network through a challenge mechanism. Through our past campaigns, we've accumulated hundreds of millions of TVL. I think the peak amount is somewhere 600 mil, and we accumulated 1.2 million users addresses through our testnets and audit campaigns. Our investors include OKEX Ventures, Spartan Capital, Animal Cup Brands, Aunt Alpha of Bitmain, IDG, and etc. So yeah, why not join the winning team? That's
cool,
it, man.
Cool. Why not join the winning team? I think it's a very good slogan. Thank you. Thank you, Desmond, for pitching your project.
Thank you, Dirk.
Who's left? Emily, do you have something to promote, which is non-financial advice, of course? Do you have something that you would like to pitch, or do you skip this one?
Okay, can you see my screen?
You prepared, You prepared.
No.
You're smart. You have an advantage there. You're smart.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So 3 reasons why you should collaborate with Bybit Web3 for the airdrop market. Campaigns. So first, Bybit, we have we hit 30 million users worldwide. yeah, so if you want to go mass adoption of your projects, of course you choose to work with Web3, and we give you a full support of marketing, campaign push, and everything, and we make it very easy to use for the users. No matter you are normie or like you are advanced traders or Web3 degen airdrop farmers. Just come to visit our landing page and choose
30
the campaign.
seconds, Emily.
Yes, and the last we just launched a Web3 point program. Yeah, so the users can get reward with your the TGE token or NFT, these rewards, and also the Bybit Web3 points. Okay.
Cool. Thank you for sharing, Emily. Thank you. All in Bybit, was it right? Was the slogan? Cool. Hannah from Tuna Chain. Let's pitch Tuna Chain. You have 60 seconds.
Yeah, there were a lot of exciting projects and pitches, and Tuna Chain marks a significant milestone as a premium EVM compatible modular execution layer on BTC, introducing the three innovation I mentioned earlier. So we focus on 4 key features like fast and secure, easy to integrate, modularity, and the stable coin with enhanced security. Tuna Chain is also backed by leading investors. We have a very active community, launched quite a few campaigns with our partners, including
30 seconds left.
big OKX and Bybit. So we have a slogan that we will like to enable all our users to get rich, swim together, and become big tuners.
Nice. I like your slogan. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, there were amazing pitches. So that was very interesting. I hope, guys, in the live chat that we are seeing, I see some very good reactions. Get rich, we all get money. This project is very good. Airdrop Arcade, all in Bybit. Oh, I see very good reactions. So thank you for pitching, guys. It was very interesting. So if we're talking right now from the investment perspective on the Bitcoin Layer 2, say you were a retail user and you want to invest in the Bitcoin Layer 2. Where do you guys, separate from the project that you are building right now, where do you think that we are going with Bitcoin Layer 2? Like, what's the development? Where are we going? Can you guys maybe share something on your take? Please, Hakan.
Sure, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so actually many things has been said so far, and that included some of the answers to the question that you just asked. So what we like now, I think I've checked it yesterday, L2 Watch website, where you can see the list of Layer 2s, at least prominent ones, not all of them. There are more than 70 something Layer 2s that came out like recently. Most of them actually for the past a year and a half with the hype. So now we have seen some excitements, from in particular developer side, not only the users, that we've talked a lot on runes and ordinals, but actually we need to talk about ecosystem. That's my focus. So look at the whole Ethereum part. I think they're over like little over 30 something L2s, but when we look at Bitcoin L2s, like over 70 already. But there are not enough applications on the top. There are not enough developers, maybe a few hundred all around the world, but tens of thousands developers on Ethereum side. I think we need to appeal more, and we have started to seeing it when we talk to the projects who are interested in at least in Bitcoin, who want to understand it. And I think this kind of event that you're organizing, Bybit organizing, it really matters a lot, just in terms of creating awareness. And also the airdrop campaign you basically just mentioned. And I think that also giving opportunity for regular users to be part of those L2s somehow, just by even holding tokens, and then maybe that's going to encourage them to do deep dive into Bitcoin L2s and make them part of it somehow. So that's what we see. Hopefully we're going to be seeing more applications, and we see different approaches from different projects. Let's see. It's still, I believe, and what I consider is experimental stage. We don't know which one is really going to work. Again, we speak different languages. It's a city, that's how we call. it's a city with different persona. Everyone is speaking different language, using different UI UX. But at the end of the day, hopefully we're going to be seeing an interoperable environment where we can easily bridge to one another and speak the same language.
Cool. I like the idea, of building together for a bigger purpose at the end. CC, for Mirror Layer 2, do you have any takes on this? Where are we going with Bitcoin Layer 2?
Well, I mean, I want to talk like on a more fun side. So I would love to see like more memes coming out, because there's no like one very signature like BTC like memes, and that's what's the trend right now, like for other chains as well. So I do think that will be a breakthrough if like it can actually have our own meme, and I would think that there will be new money coming in, because I think currently like when the markets are a little bit weak, it's also because there's no new money coming in the eco, right? So we have to have some like things that people really like, people are really excited about. So yeah, that's why. Thank you.
That's very interesting also what you mentioned, and I see the same segment lately, that we're saying right now that the market is weak, and that we maybe have some lower volume, maybe some lower Bitcoin inflow from the Bitcoin ETF, but meanwhile we are trading at $62,123 per Bitcoin, and still we are mentioning it's a little bit weaker, low volume. I think 1 year ago we were approximately trading at 20K, what should it be? 25K, I think, 1 year ago, something like that. And I think it would be a dream, to trade above 60K again. But yeah, I agree with you. Guys, in the live chat, if you have any questions, right now, it's the moment. If you have like a burning question about Bitcoin Layer 2 and you want to know more about it, or maybe even if you're participating in the quiz and you don't know the answer, maybe you can ask it in the chat box and we can help you out there. So don't forget to participate in the quiz below to stand a chance to win up to 100 USDT for succeeding in the quiz. Yu-Chen, do you have any takes, any suggestions, any opinions about where are we going with Bitcoin Layer 2?
So I think collectively as an ecosystem, like we need to be more innovative and create native solution tailored for BTC. Because the BTC ecosystem shouldn't look like a copy paste of Ethereum ecosystem, right? Because I think just to echo what CC mentioned, like if we do a copy paste of Ethereum ecosystem and end up being, users will bridge the same dollar from Ethereum into BTC, then that's a zero-sum game, right? There's no new money coming into the ecosystem.
Yeah.
So what we should do as an ecosystem is to try to unlock liquidity for BTC. So like collectively, that will require more BTC-centric innovation use cases, and then that becomes a positive sum game, right, for the ecosystem.
Cool. Thanks for the take. Maybe let's check the chat if there are some very good questions. Ordinals or Rune protocols, and why? Is there anyone who would love to share his opinion on that? Or is it choosing? Let's see. Do we have other questions? Don't see that much questions so far. Get rich. I'm watching. Bitcoin ecosystem to the moon. Okay, cool. I don't see that many questions so far. So I think we have come to an end. Is there anyone who would like to share something? Maybe some closing words. Emily, how are you?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe just my closing phase. So as futures and trends on investing in Bitcoin Layer 2. Okay, so definitely we're gonna to the moon. Yeah. And just recently, in Hong Kong, we have the Ordinals Asia, a big conference. Yeah, it's all about the Bitcoin ecosystem. It is very important. I'm not sure if any of the projects here today also attending the conference in Hong Kong. Yeah, if you are in Hong Kong, so please connect with Manto and Bybit Web3 team. Yeah, we have a meetup today in Hong Kong, talk about FBTC. Yeah, we just launched. Yeah, it's backed by an Alpha, and Kobo, and Manto together. Yeah, so just I want to shout out to the FBTC. If you are in Hong Kong, feel free to connect and meet with us.
Cool. Thanks for sharing. So I think, guys, we've come to an end. I would love to thank all of you for participating in this live stream. It was very interesting. It was interesting to hear your takes. It was interesting to hear your elevator pitch. Maybe some of the guests would love to invest the 10K in you. You never know. So thank you for that. And all the people at home who are watching right now in this live stream would love to remind you of the 2 giveaways that we have at the moment. The first giveaway is the airdrop market. Like Emily said, it's very easy nowadays to farm the airdrop tokens on Bybit Web3. And we are giving away up to 400,000 of USDT in tokens. Shout out to TuneChain and TARS for that. So make sure you go to the Bybit Web3 page and participate in the airdrop quest. There are a few quests there, like small tasks to do, such as marketing, such as testing, but we made it very easy for you. The second giveaway I would love to remind all of you is the quiz. It's down below here. Scroll a little bit down, participate in the quiz, fill in your answers. And since we have achieved to get more than 6,000 views, you actually can earn up to 100 USDT. So everyone, make sure that you follow us on the social at Bybit Official and at Bybit Web3. Make sure that you follow all the guests as well. There will be a tweet coming out today to thank all the guests as well, and you can give them a follow, because I think with all that we heard today and with what we're going in the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem, it's definitely worth it to stay up to date of these projects. I would love to thank you all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. And goodbye, and we see you at the next live stream. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you. Thank you.